There are two Moroccos, cool winter Morocco and then there's summer Morocco, also known as why am I sweating in jeans, why did I even come here in this heat? Just got back and yeah, I overpacked as always. Here's what you actually need and here's what I won't bring again. Let's quickly run through what I did wrong. I travelled in jeans in case I needed them, spoiler, I didn't. Carried my coat for chilly desert nights, it stayed in the bag. Well, in fact, it stayed on the bag because there wasn't any room for it in the bag. Packed a shirt, still folded, but I'll admit a good shirt can double up as a jacket just to take the chill off if it ever does cool down. It didn't when we were there. So let's talk about what you actually need for a week in summer Morocco. I'm going to talk for a bloke, but I'll tell you at the end of this section what Suin actually did. 2 pairs of lightweight shorts. Ideally, if one of them can be waterproof, you can use them for swimming as well. Up to 7 thin cotton t-shirts, but to be honest, I got through 2 in a day, so I hand washed during the time I was there anyway. 7 pairs of underwear, 7 socks. Those trainer socks take no space at all. Lightweight trainers or walking shoes. You thinking 1 pair of shoes? Buy sandals or slippers locally. You'll be offered 73 pairs within 15 minutes of getting there anyway, and they might just last a week. Now I'm seriously thinking of going back in the winter, probably December. Suin's a sun baby, Book can't stand the sun, but really fancies a look at a different culture. So we had a chat last night and they do fancy going to Morocco. It's a different beast, still hovers at 24 during the day, but it can drop to as low as 9, 10, 11 at night. If you're going out to the desert, it gets even colder. Hopefully they'll provide you sheets. So what changes? I would definitely travel in jeans. Bring a hoodie or an overshirt, light coat or packable jacket, still shorts for the daytime. Basically wear the bulk on the plane, let's face it, you're going to be in Gatwick in December, you're going to be sodding cold anyway. Yeah, going back to the summer, Suin followed my advice. She basically took a couple of very lightweight skirts, a pair of cargo shorts and a handful of tops that were interchangeable. She layered, she basically took less space than I did, and she's a girl. Obviously I've mentioned this bag before, it's my trusty Norway. What do I actually put in it, whatever the weather? I love this bag. It's been on 12 holidays and it takes me home every weekend, so you could say it's been on, in the 4 years I've had it, 200 trips if you count the ones home. It's still just about working, the zip still works. It was 12 quid on Amazon, and if I ever needed to fold it up, it fits into that pocket there. Boom. So what goes in the Norway? Well, when I went to Tokyo, I bought this bad boy. That is a complete rucksack. It's similar to the smaller day sacks you carry, but it goes down to that. It takes no space in the Norway. I take an old man pack-a-mac, and I don't laugh, yeah, they're as trendy as hell. If you're out in the summer and you do get a cool evening, that is like wearing a plastic bag. The wind doesn't get through it. It does help to keep you warm. And obviously if it rains, it's better that than the bloody coat, isn't it? I also bring a couple of decent power banks. This one's been with me for years. I've got a slightly more powerful one, but this one has a torch on it. Isn't that cool? Yay! The other thing is, I either take an eSIM or I pre-book one of those mobile Wi-Fi things, especially for Morocco. Your roaming charges over there are effing ridiculous, and the quality isn't that good that you don't want to be paying top dollar for it. You'll get the same crap internet on an eSIM as you would with EE or Vodafone. So the most important thing is pre-trip research. I can't always have your back, so get your own back. Seriously, you need to know where you're going. You need to be not looking like a tourist when you get off the plane. You need to have a direction and the plan for what you're going to do when you're there. I would say Google Maps and Viator are the 2 things that have saved me the most money actually in the holiday. Obviously I save a shed load before I go. So if you're heading to Morocco and packing light, don't do what I did, and I pack fairly light. Do what I'll do next time. Have you got any packing tips I've missed? Drop them in the comments. Check out my other videos. If you're planning a trip on a budget, you'll want to see the balloon ride. But yeah, when I was on that plane, the amount of people had their underseat bag and something else. A, they were paying for it or risking being turned away, and B, they were just taking too much stuff. You don't need it, and that's for a week. If you're going for a weekend, you really can fit it in, probably that. Even in the winter, it's better than the summer here. So thanks for watching, And as this is a Saturday, I've always got your back.